toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan State Spartans. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Michigan State's offense will go to work first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Jones wants to throw it quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Setting up the screen. Makes a man miss. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. So Washington's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. On the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards,
turning it on! And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Spartans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He takes it at the 45. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Quick handoff. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go. They'll move the tight end. Jones to throw. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Hard-nosed, determined effort effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the catch. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Spartans will punt this one away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that somewhere.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to power it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Huskies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Grabbed in the middle. It's McCourty. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they're not on the same page there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's K. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And how about this guy upholding that linebacker tradition of a Shaq Thompson or a Mason Foster?
And you think about those guys that can do a little bit of everything. They can play the run and be physical, but they have the athletic ability to play in coverage. Just versatile defenders.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
That's caught. It's good. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Unloads to the right. Got his man all by himself. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Got it behind the line. It's good. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This defense has owned the first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big third down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great...
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 40, there he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
In the last couple weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can throw it.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And they'll just down it right there.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And the Spartans with the 1st and 10. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Spits it out to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker.
Oh, he's got some space. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And that is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Content to run out the clock, the quarterback takes a knee. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Spartans will kick it off to start the 2nd half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick release by the QB. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Still running at the 40. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Tight end now in motion. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. The pull and throw off the RPO. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Here comes the heat. And the pass is broken up incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Jones wants to throw it. This time it's complete. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Now on the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Morton. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not...
Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Huskies. And the route is on.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in here and got the long touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. North Texas has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 17 to East Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Behind the chains now on second and long. Jones to throw. Get it out on the screen. Oh, what a cut! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Offense in an empty set. To the air on first down. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And here comes the field goal unit. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Give to the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the ground with the back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give on the inside.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Send the tight end in motion. Has to get there to move the sticks. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Jones wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Flips it out on the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's got an open man. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass. Hauls it in. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's K. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here's the handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. He's going for it all. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got stuffed on 2nd down, and still they need 1 yard here on 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Wide receiver going in motion. 1 back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Now on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Kane. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's in open space downfield. Gets it past the marker. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Spartans are on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see...
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their